everyone, and welcome back to Hide and Seek with Kocnuni. I'm your host, Shannon, and today we have a very special episode for you for a couple of reasons. The day that you're watching this, May 29th, is a national holiday in Korea, so unfortunately we were not able to film this show live, but don't worry about it, you guys. We did have to pre-record, but you're still able to actively participate, and there will be two things that you guys should know. The first one is there's actually going to be a quiz that you guys can interact with throughout this entire broadcast today, so feel free to participate and play along, because not only will we have a typical winner of an Amazon $50 gift card, we will have 3 winners today. So make sure you guys are staying focused and actively participating, and just follow the directions that we give you guys, and you guys will be able to win that way. So first thing we're going to get doing today is introducing where we are. So we are in a place called Uiwang, which is in the Gyeonggi province outside of Seoul. And it's a really, really bright, sunny day, and we've got a big adventure planned for you guys. Our first one is starting with the rail bike right over here. So we're gonna hop on and we're gonna show you guys around a little bit, and you guys are gonna get to take a ride with us. So let's go. Let's go. And we're gonna learn a little bit about all of this today, so I'm really excited. And as the name suggests, it's a bike. So you guys will need some manpower to get started with this today. Typically you have like 4 or 5 people with you today, but it's just me, so we're gonna do our best. There's a break here in the middle, and then of course, safety first, you guys. You always wanna stay strapped in. And you'll have to forgive me because we don't have the live chat today. It's gonna be a little bit harder for me to communicate, so I'm gonna be referring to my cue cards a little bit more than usual, but don't worry. You guys are still able to actively participate, and as you're watching this, I will be watching it with you, and we're gonna be in the chat together, so have no worries about that, you guys. So go ahead and take a look around, and then we're gonna get set up to get going, and we're gonna get started. Okay, guys, so we are now on the bike, and we are making our way around the lake. It's actually really, really beautiful. As you can see, there's lots of little flowers and stuff down here to keep everybody occupied. And referring to the quiz, I have no idea when these questions are gonna pop up for you guys, but I will be saying them randomly, and you guys can play along in the chat, like I said. The winner of the Amazon gift cards, make sure that you guys are following the links below, and yeah, it should be a really, really fun day. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at our little informational card. Shannon, this is called the Wangsong Lake, located in Uiwang, Gyeonggi province. You would be able to experience various things today. First of all, ride the rail bike, which we're doing now, and find the HSR 350X. So the HSR 350X is a big train that we're gonna be looking for. It shouldn't be too hard to find, but our first question, drum roll please, sorry about the noise, you guys. I'm really enjoying it, and you guys can kind of see out here, we've got a nice view of the lake right now. I'm getting to see and experience so many things that I otherwise wouldn't have gotten to. Like today we're going to be doing a really fun adventure at the end. I'm very excited, and I hope you guys can hear me. But I'm very excited about it, and getting to do pottery, getting to explore some of the palaces, and just do really fun stuff. And also get to meet you guys and viewers from all around the world who have an interest in Korean culture. It's definitely been one of the highlights of my experience here working in entertainment, for sure. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying my little story time. All right guys, so we're gonna keep going around the rail bike here. This is actually so lovely out. So it's not super, super sunny right now like it was earlier. It's actually kind of breezy, but I'm definitely enjoying it, and especially like the wind coming off the water. It's very refreshing, chill energy today. This whole broadcast I feel like is gonna have a very relaxed, kind of laid back mood. So until we get to our next stop, again, we're just gonna keep kind of having a conversation. So I'm gonna be watching the chat live. If you guys have any particular questions that you wanna ask me, just in the comment section, I'll probably be commenting back. But until then, yeah, we're just enjoying the ride. I haven't really done much like this. I know that there's the opportunity on the Han for people, like the main Han River, for those of you guys that are interested in coming to Korea or to Seoul. The Han River kind of splits Seoul in 2 pieces, the north and the south part. And you guys can rent boats from what I understand, or like little yachts, and kind of take that out. But I've never actually tried. This is kind of the closest experience that you'll get to the water, is like doing stuff around it. I'm not really sure how any of that works. I go to the Han all the time, but usually it's for like Han River dates with my friends, and riding bikes, and picnicking, and listening to live music. And depending on which Han River spot you go to, whether it's Yeouido, which is where I usually go, or Bampo, which is near Gangnam, you guys can see like the Bampo water, how can I explain it? It's like a water show with lights, and it comes off of Bampo Bridge. It's actually so incredible. If you guys are coming to visit, definitely recommend going to see that at least once. It's actually so spectacular. So much in fact that like recently, I believe it was I want to say it was Louis Vuitton, but they had a giant fashion show actually on that bridge just because it's so scenic and so beautiful. So Seoul is definitely becoming a hotspot for fashion lately for sure. I'm not sure if that's because of like the rise of K-pop and K-culture around the world as well, but it's definitely becoming more prevalent, and I love fashion and I love working with stuff like that. So I've actually worked with a couple brands here, which has been really incredible, but it's definitely becoming more popular. So if you guys are interested in that as well, like I said, that's what I love the most about Seoul, is there's really something for everyone. Seoul's an incredibly big city. It takes like an hour and a half just to get from one side to the other by the train. And there's so much to see and do, and you can find more like Hanok style, chill, like traditional Korean stuff, but you can also find like the super like crazy, you know, new stuff, like if you want to as well. And not to mention the nightlife here is incredible. For those of you that haven't experienced it, when I first came here, I was incredibly surprised just by how crazy the nightlife is. Because at least from my experience in America, clubs and stuff close at 2 a.m. But here they don't close. Like if you're out, you can stay out as long as you want. They're not going to close on you. And also with the drinking culture is also a very big thing here in Korea. You guys can like enjoy that with your friends. There's no open container laws like there are in the States. It's very cheap, it's very easy. And drinking culture is very like tightly intertwined with Korean culture. There's always a reason, and sometimes you even have like Hweshik is like when people go out for drinks or for dinner with their coworkers and stuff. That's how tightly entwined it is kind of with Korean lifestyles. So yeah, like I said, you guys will never run out of stuff to do. I don't know if you guys can see this behind me, but it's absolutely gorgeous. We're passing some of the reeds. You can see the mountains in the background, obviously the water, and it's absolutely lovely. All right, you guys, so we are coming up on the end of it here. The trail in general was really, really relaxing, and it was so much fun. I picked up a couple flowers along the way. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but we've been in like a very flowery mood here in Korea recently. We started with the cherry blossoms. Yesterday we did the Rose Festival. Today we're going through the bike riding trail, and there's all kinds of flowers and stuff. And these are my favorite, so I decided to keep some. But as we approach up here, I think we're finding that train that I was telling you about a little bit earlier. And I think that's where we're going to find our first hint card as well. So if you guys haven't already, the answer to my previous question, quiz question number 1, KTX. The name of the popular and biggest and quickest train in Korea is the KTX. So when you guys come here and you come visit, it's the easy way to get from places like Seoul to Busan and places like that. It only takes a couple hours and it's super fun. It's also very clean and very nice in comparison to trains that we have in the States, especially the railway system in places like New York. The train system and transportation here is phenomenal. So, all right, without further ado, let's go find the train and let's go find Kocnuni. Make sure that you guys get all your stuff, hop on out, and we're gonna get going. All right, so I believe the exit is this way. When you guys first come to the railway and you guys wanna book one of these little things, all you have to do is buy a ticket. It's pretty easy and it's very, very safe because it goes pretty slow. So you guys don't need to worry about taking like a safety class or needing a license or anything like that. Unlike our previous episode where I was doing like the boating. I don't know if you remember when we were in Gimpo, I believe, when we were taking the boat around and we kept bumping into stuff. It was super fun. Maybe better to have a license for something like that, but this is pretty chill. I don't think you need one for anything. So we're coming up on this train. I don't know if you guys can see that behind me through here. We're gonna see based on the card if that's the correct one. We're looking for, again, the HSR 350X. So it's a very specific train that we're on the lookout for today. And I think we might have found it. Hopefully we come across our first clue with Kocnuni soon. And it'll be nice to find him. Yesterday was absolutely chaotic. It was so much fun. I had a great time wandering around, but there was a lot of people, so it made my job a little bit more difficult. But it was pretty fun. I had a good time. Today, like I said, it's gonna be very chill energy. So we're just gonna keep walking around and check things out. And here we are, the way out. So we're gonna walk on down, check out the train, and see if we can find our next clue. Cute little moment. You guys can kind of keep track of that if you'd like. Maybe you're not allowed to film it though. Sorry about that, guys. And here we are, HSR 350X. Da, 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 da. We found the train. I don't think I've actually ever stood next to a train. It's pretty big. But HSR 350X. And just like that, we have our first mission, I guess. Our first mission acquired. Now we need to find our first clue. Kocnuni, you sneaky guy. There it is, KTX, like we said, and this is where we are today, Uiwang. Uiwang. Aha! I see it. Ha! It looks like we have a double clue today, actually. All right. All right, so here we go. Hey viewers, HSR 350X is the name of the train in front of you guys. Got it? Now I will give you out the first quiz. What's the train name that refers to Korea's high-speed train? As we talked about earlier, it is the KTX. So if you guys are following along in the comments, like I said, those of you that are actively participating and enjoying the quiz, we are giving out 3 Amazon gift cards, so make sure that you guys are leaving that in the comments. And without further ado, here's our first official clue. You need to find the fish, snakehead, Chana argus, that lives here in the Wangsong Lake. Hint, it's near the bird. The bird? What bird? We've seen so many birds since we've been here. That's crazy. The bird? Oh my goodness, I'm not even sure. But let's walk around and see if we can find something. I don't really have a particular direction. I know that there's a park that way. There's a park that way, so we're gonna keep walking around. In this particular area though, you guys, you can also find lots of cafes per usual to get your coffee, or you can find like little 식당 where you can get some food. Earlier today, right before filming, we actually had lunch together, and because it's like this big lake, it was actually seafood or fresh fish, so it was pretty good. It was interesting. One thing that I'm constantly learning about Korea is like how to eat all the food, and that sounds bizarre, but if you come here, you'll understand what I mean. There's a certain etiquette when it comes to eating certain things, and it also depends on who you're eating with. So some of you might know a little bit about that. I'd love to hear your discussions about it in the comments. But it depends on if you're eating with people that are older than you, people that are younger than you. It depends on what you're eating. Like, I remember the first time I ate bibimbap, for example, they came with like a little side of soup, and I didn't know. I thought they gave it to me to pour into the rice to make like a stew situation. So I poured my soup in there, and then the ajumma comes over and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, uh-oh. And then I also tried to eat it with chopsticks, and you're supposed to use it with a spoon. So stuff like that, you're always learning. And today with the fish, I thought you could just kind of take a bite out of it, but there's those little bones inside because they give it to you really, really fresh, and I had no idea how to do it. So one of my people that I'm working with right now actually had to help me. Very thankful, so thank you for that. But other than that, yeah, it's something that you guys will have to learn along the way when you come here. And especially if you guys are considering living here, it's something you might want to keep in mind, kind of learning those little etiquette things. It's very important, and it'll also help you a lot. People will be a lot more comfortable if they feel like you guys are putting in an effort. You don't have to do everything perfectly. I know of all people that you're gonna make a ton of mistakes, and that's totally okay. It's better to make mistakes and learn from it than to not really try. So make sure you guys are just doing your best and being kind. That goes for learning Korean language as well, you guys. I think when you come here, it's sort of up to you to try to learn at least a little bit. Don't expect everyone to speak English because that's a lot to ask. It's a different country, different language, and Korean language is beautiful actually. So yeah, I encourage you guys to always try, which is why we try to do some of the vocabulary stuff while we're in here. So I don't see a bird, but I do see this sign right here, and it says Uiwang Bird Ecology Museum. So I feel like if anything, that's a good place to start. So as soon as we get some cars going by here, we're gonna go jump in and check it out. Uiwang Bird Ecology Museum. I love museums. I don't know about you guys, but when I was younger, we always had like a science center or something. So here we are again. All right, so we're here. Let's go ahead and take a look around. I have a feeling Kocnuni was probably gonna bring us somewhere like this. But like I said, I actually love going to museums in Korea. You're never gonna run out of those. Oh, hello, a little bird. Feeling like Snow White with like little birds and stuff. But there's lots of museums, and that doesn't just mean like art museums, but there's stuff like this as well. And I have very fond memories as a child of always going to like science centers and stuff like that. So this should be interesting. I'm excited to see how this goes. I don't know why there's Mickey and Minnie Mouse here, but yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Hey buddy. Definitely not Disney World, but that's okay. All right, Iku, entrance. Let's go. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Is that Melman from Madagascar? Melman, Gloria, what's up, guys? How do I look? Hey, hold on, what's he doing? All right, so I guess we should get exploring. I'm still seeing a lot of those birds, but I'm not exactly sure where the clues would be. So let's just try our first entrance here. What is this? Wow. Ah, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but they're actually playing like ocean sounds. Ooh, what is this? Is this a game? No? Oh, that says don't touch. This is the first thing I did was touch it. Oh, wait, I see. If you touch it, new things happen. Look, bird. What is this one? Okay. Ah, another one. Oh, another one. So we're gonna follow the arrows here, guys. It's telling us which way to go. We're gonna head right in here. Now it looks like we've kind of entered like an underwater thing. This is the Bird Ecology Museum, but I have a feeling they've probably added this as well because the ecosystems definitely coexist very well. Like we saw earlier, there was a lot of birds around the lake. Okay, another arrow this way. I wanted to see if it was going to do something, but it didn't do anything. Wow, this is really cool. Check it out. I'm always interested to see. Whoa. Oh. I feel like it's like when you're in like a mystery movie or something and it's like, don't touch it. And I'm just like, gotta touch it. Okay. So, oh, okay, I see. It gives you a little bit of information whenever you touch it about the type of fish or the type of animal. So this one is Rhinogobius gyern. Wait a second. Ah, I see. Now I understand this one. Okay. It says you need to find the fish snakehead, Chana argus. Okay. So now we have to find that particular fish. I see. What is this one? Nope, that's not it. All right, let's keep going. Let's see if we can find it. Ooh, I like this. I feel like I'm getting smarter. Slowly. Very slowly, but surely getting smarter. Let's follow the arrows and see where we can go. Aviary Experience Museum. Oh, this is pretty. I can feel like a bird. Have you guys ever seen The Notebook? My favorite quote from that movie is when he's like, if you're a bird, I'm a bird. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, it got so much quieter. Chana argus. So here we go again. It's telling you about all the different types of birds, the different locations as well, like the type of flowers. So you can really learn a lot while you're here. Ooh, I thought it was that one. No, not quite. We're getting closer. Ah, look, this is what I was expressing earlier. So we call them herons in English. This is the gray heron. This is an egret, the white version. Again, what I was referencing earlier when we were talking about the birds that we saw. But the bird that we're looking for are not looking for a bird, we're looking for the fish. Chana argus, or snakehead fish. Whew. You guys can't tell, but it's actually quite warm in here. Let's keep going. Tell me in the comments about your experiences with like museums or stuff like that. I would love to hear a little bit more about it. We're looking for a fish, right? I keep forgetting which one we're looking for. It's near the bird. You need to find the fish called snakehead. It's near the bird. Okay, it's near the bird. Somehow we've wandered into an anatomy exhibit. I see a heart over there. This is a giant egg, but not a bird. Oh goodness, what is this? Telescope? Dun, dun, dun. Hey guys. I don't know, I can't, I just always have to touch stuff. Let's see. Room of stuffed birds. Okay, maybe we're getting closer. Ooh, definitely. Ah, okay, so you can kind of get a better representation of the size, what they look like, that kind of thing here. And again, guys, it says that we are looking for Chana argus, which is a fish called snakehead. It's near the bird. The bird. Wow, that one is massive. What is that? Not quite what we're looking for. It's near the bird. There's so many birds, Kocnuni. 어떡해요? This is cool. So there are also some fossils and stuff here as well. You guys can check that out. And now we're up on the second floor. You guys can see where we've been. Again, they've got like the little, I forget what these are called, not magnifying glasses, telescope, I guess, where you guys can get a little bit more information. And that only leaves the 3rd floor. I'm seeing more and more birds all the way up here. Looks like they're migrating this direction. So Kocnuni, being the poet that he is, I suggest we should go upstairs. Try to find that last fish. My goodness, it's quite warm today. Chana Argus, huh? Ah, it's an aquarium. Guys, they're alive now. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hello. Whoa, he's trying to eat my finger. Did you see that? Wait a second, no way. Ready? Watch this. Oh. Can you see? Hey, guys. Oh, Omo. I didn't notice this guy right here. He scared me. He's massive. Mwah. He's giving me a kiss. All right, let's see if we can find this last one. Kocnuni! Chana Argus, we found it. So this is the particular one that we were looking for. In Korean, it is called kamulji. Kamulji, sorry. All right, so here we go. We've got our next clue. It says, you are right where you're supposed to be, Shannon. A snakehead, Chana Argus, is a freshwater fish living in the Wangsong Lake. Find the Tinkerbell Chokun Odumak. Wow, guys, I really need to work on my Korean. Tinkerbell's little cabin for the next one. Wow, these clues are definitely scattered. We need to find Tinkerbell's cabin, but the first one we had to find was a fish. We've ridden on a bike. Quite the eventful episode, I would say. But without further ado, let's get going. We gotta go find Tinkerbell's cabin. All right, so we're back at the train. We have just left the museum and we're looking for our next clue. We're looking for Tinkerbell's cabin. So we're walking down now. You guys can see the end of what looks to be like a zip line. And it's a little garden. I imagine that if I was Tinkerbell, I would probably live in a garden. I was thinking about going as Tinkerbell for Halloween. I think that would be really cute. So like I said, there's lots to do and lots to see here. This is not only a park and a museum, but it also appears to be sort of like a little, I don't know, fairy garden. For lack of a better term. We're always learning about flowers and plants on this show, it seems. I think Kocnuni really enjoys doing things outdoors. All right. So I hope you guys are enjoying the live today. Again, I am sorry that it's not like our typical live show. This one is pre-recorded, so, you know, we're doing our best. But we do have an interesting little game that we're playing. We're playing a quiz while we do this today. So we should be trying to find our second quiz question at some point. I don't know when they will come up. But we're gonna kind of just go with it and see. If you guys are participating and paying attention and playing along, you guys will get to win an Amazon $50 gift card at the end. So we're gonna take a look around and we're gonna try to find Tinkerbell's house. We're still looking for our next clue. So as you guys can see, there's like a big pavilion over here as well. I imagine they have like some small performances and stuff like that. Or you can just come and have a picnic as these lovely people are doing right over here. But it's really lovely. This is a really big place. This is definitely the biggest location and also the most like diverse environment that we've been in so far. So this is really exciting for me. Walking across the little bridge. I think one of my favorite movies growing up was probably Bridge to Terabithia. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, but anytime I walk across a bridge over a river, it always reminds me of that. So that's kind of what I see now. Let's see, Tinkerbell's house. Where is it? This all looks like a very, very nicely put together pavilion. It doesn't really look very foresty or woodsy. So I'm kind of interested to see what they mean by Tinkerbell's house. Maybe it's really, really small. I hope not. That's going to be impressively hard to find if we're looking for Tinkerbell's house and it's in a tree or something. But, oh, maybe that's a good spot. We should probably be looking up, hey? But again, you guys, I've been in Korea, talking a little bit about myself. I've been in Korea for a total of 2 years now. And it's going to be 2.5 years, I think, coming up next month. So very excited, and it's honestly flown by just because of all of my different experiences. Like all the friends that I've made here has made my experience incredible as well. Vaughn, if you're watching, I love you. Nice to see you. Wooski, Erica, all you guys, if you guys are watching, thank you so much for making my journey and my experience here so spectacular. I'm still trying to look for this house. I don't see anything. Oh, Kocnuni has really made this difficult for me today. I think maybe he made it a little bit harder just because it's not our typical live format. So maybe that's why he was trying to have a little bit of extra fun with it. So we've come up to a big opening now. You guys can see there's a lot more going on. There's a fountain here. There's also a maze over that way. And up here on the hill, there's also another cafe, place where you can go shopping. And there's a little watermill. I forget what you call it in Korean, but they have one of those as well. But let's just walk around and see what we can find. I'm not exactly sure what Tinkerbell's house looks like, so we're gonna keep up with it. Speaking of Tinkerbell, you guys, one of my favorite movies was Peter Pan growing up. I don't know if you guys liked that as well. Maybe we can start a little chat below. We can talk about some of the movies that you guys enjoyed, something that you like. I always thought it was very fantastical, and from what I understand, they're actually making another new one. I feel like there's a reboot of all the famous Disney movies every like 5 or 10 years. Like The Little Mermaid is coming out, another Peter Pan. And fun facts about The Little Mermaid, you guys. I actually met her, the actress playing the new Little Mermaid. I met her recently when I went to Thailand. Something that I failed to mention in the previous live, but if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about that, you can actually ask me on Instagram at Shannon Harper, and I'll give you guys a little photo of me and her. It was really, really cool. She was very nice. And what is this? It says Green Melody, Andante. Okay, looking like a garden. This one is themed with music. Maybe it's this. This kind of looks like a house. Like a little place where Tinkerbell might fit. Let's take a look around. Oh, this is so cute. Wow, what is this? Whoa, look at that. Oh, Kocnuni, you're getting sneaky on me, buddy. All right. Oh, this one's not a hint. The name of this sculpture is The Bird's Invitation. In Wangsong Lake, there are various sculptures designed by the citizens, including this one. The second quiz, what is the name of the city where Wangsong Lake is located? Oh, if you guys can tell me this one, I will be very, very impressed. You might have to Google search this one or check it out on Kakao Map, which is usually the easiest place to find locations. But if you guys can tell me that one, I will be very, very impressed. So now that we have our next quiz, we're gonna need our next hint. Hopefully we can get our next clue here. Let's see what's going on. I'm not sure. This is Tinkerbell's house, but... Oh wait, this wasn't Tinkerbell's house, so we have to find it. Oh, okay. Let's go this way. Let's see if we can find it this way. So yeah, there's, like I said, there's lots of little cities outside of Seoul. Seoul is kind of like the biggest area. Like it's absolutely massive. But we typically explore Gyeonggi-do, and within Gyeonggi-do, there's a ton of smaller cities. We went to Bucheon, we've been to Gimpo, and this one is a different name as well. If you guys can tell me in the chat, you guys are eligible to win. Whoa! I don't know if you guys can see those orange clouds, but those are actually koi fish, giant koi fish. I don't know if you can see, they just kind of went under. But we've also got some little ducks hanging out over here. Got a lot of wildlife going on in the river today. But that's not the wildlife that we're looking for. We are looking for Tinkerbell. Oh look, there's some koi fish right there as well. How do they get so big? I'm not really sure. If I'm not mistaken, koi fish are actually just a giant variety of goldfish, right? You guys will have to let me know. I'm not exactly an environmental scientist, although I did want to study biology for a very long time. Oh, another question just for you guys in the chat. If you guys went to college or if you went to school, can you tell me what you guys studied or what you guys are interested in? It might help me in some of the future lives that we do to kind of get a better idea of who my audience is and what you guys are looking for and what you're interested in. So let me know if you guys studied anything like biology or maybe basket weaving or business. I don't know. Whatever you guys are into, let me know. My sister studied marketing. I studied medicine and dance. Quite the wide variety. So I'm really interested in learning more about music and stuff right now. But if you guys had a particular focus or anything, just let me know. It'd be cool to figure it out. All right, so we've managed to walk into a giant circle. It's got to be around here somewhere. We're looking for Tinkerbell's house. Hopefully it's pretty obvious. This location is really, really big, and the other clues have been pretty obvious so far. Like one was the bird museum, one was the train, and now we're looking for a house. Maybe if it's a house, it'll be bigger than I'm expecting it to be. Wow, these flowers are gorgeous. Look at that. They kind of look like stars on this side. Very beautiful. Oh, I just saw a chipmunk. Look at this, guys. This is really pretty too. We're seeing all kinds of wildlife and stuff as we go along today. So I'm wondering when we'll start doing a live or another show in actual like Seoul City, just because I feel like we do bring you guys outside of Seoul quite a bit, which obviously I have no problem with. I absolutely love it because it allows me to explore, but also you guys. But I'm curious to know when we'll be walking around a place like Gangnam or a place like kind of more famous, I guess. just because I feel like it'd be really interesting to put me in a city environment as opposed to kind of outdoors. This is definitely where I feel comfortable, but city environment might be unique for you guys as well because you'll be able to see and get a better idea of what to expect when you do come to Seoul. Because we do film outside pretty often, so I feel like you guys might not be getting the best representation of what in the city looks like. But hopefully we'll get to film a couple more of those soon. So let's see, right over here, I see a very whimsical looking house, which I can only imagine a beautiful little fairy named Tinkerbell would live in. I always love Tinkerbell, by the way. She's so sassy, I love it. She doesn't take anything. She wants to be the best. Is this what it's called? Yep, Tinkerbell, Tinkerbell. So we found it. Now we have to find our next clue. Tinkerbell. Tink, where are you? Let's see. Oh, do you think I could be Tinkerbell? Ding, ding, ding. Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell. Hello? I need the clue. Tinkerbell. Oh, there it is. Haha. Wow, Kocnuni getting creative with the clue placement today. I like it. All right. You're right where you're supposed to be once again. Good to know. This is the Tinkerbell's little cabin. You know that Tinkerbell is a fairy with wings, right? Shannon, you can find the next hint if you fly like Tinkerbell. If I fly like Tinkerbell. No way. There's no way. Oh my God. There's actually a zip line here today, so I have a feeling that that's what we're gonna be doing. Oh my goodness. We're gonna fly like Tinkerbell. I genuinely can't think of any other options. All right, guys, looks like we've got quite the adventure coming up for you today. We're gonna be doing some zip lining. At least I hope so. It seems like that's what we've got going on for the latest clue. But I've actually done zip lining before. So much fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. So maybe they'll give me some pretty wings and I can fly like Tinkerbell. Oh, this will be really fun. I'm curious to know though, how did Kocnuni get up there? Because he's a flightless bird. He can't fly. So I don't know how he got up there, but anyways. Bye-bye, Tink. See you later. So I've actually gone ziplining a couple times. I've been before in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's originally where I'm from. It's where I went to school. So if you guys have never been, it's so much fun. It's very exhilarating, and it's actually really safe. It's a cool way to kind of go and look over things really fast. But the place I went was called Whitewater Center, and it's actually where they train for the Summer Olympic events, like, not canoeing, what's it called? Like whitewater rafting and stuff like that. It's super fun. So if you guys are ever in North Carolina, if some of you guys are from the States and you've never heard of it, definitely check it out. As much as I love Korea, I do love my home state as well. Shout out NC, if any of you guys are from NC and you're watching, what's up? Yeah, hello from Korea. If you guys are from the States, I'm curious to know where you're from, because I often do a bunch of other YouTube videos, like from World Friends or from Awesome World and Korean Bros as well. People often ask me my opinion on something as an American, and it's very hard to answer questions like that just because America is so wide and so diverse and so big. You can't ask one person's opinion because we cannot accurately represent the rest of the states. Like my opinion versus someone from LA or someone from New York, we're all going to be very different. So it is very interesting. I often forget how big the states is. But my state, North Carolina, is about the size of Korea. So if that gives you guys sort of an idea geographically, like how big Korea is, not super big. Definitely feels really big though, with how much you can see and how much you can do and explore all the time. It's really fun. So like I said, based on our hint, you guys, I think we're headed to the zip line. We're gonna catch up with you guys when we get over there. We gotta walk all the way over there right now, but we will come right back and we'll see you in just a second. But it's awfully high up. That is our zip line right there. So we're gonna head through this park, and there should be a ticket office right up there. We're gonna go check it out. Let me put my shades on. I have to feel like I'm super cool for this. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Like I said, I love ziplining, and I'm actually super excited. I hope you guys like the outfit today. I'm kind of giving, like, it's very cute. But I don't typically wear sunglasses, but lately my eyes have been super, super sensitive. I was actually explaining this to one of my friends, but people with lighter eyes, like I know myself, my dad, and my mom, we all have like a little bit of a sensitivity issue, especially my dad. His eyes are super blue. So whenever he goes into places like Walmart or Target, his eyes just turn bright red. So it can be a little bit scary, but luckily mine aren't that bad, but they do get a little bit sore if I've been out in the sun for too long. So yeah, might have to wear my glasses a little bit, you guys. I do apologize if you're not into it. And if you are, then glad you're cool. So I'm curious to know how many steps I've done today. I've actually got a step counter on my phone. So in the live when I'm chatting with you guys, I'll tell you about how many steps and stuff that we've done today. Maybe give you a representation of what Kocnuni puts me through every single week. Whew, all right, here we are. Oh, that's cute. It looks like they've got like a little camping area down here as well. So if you guys want to come camp, check things out, you definitely can. That is the ticket office, and it is time to go ziplining. So let's go check things out, you guys. Wow, it's so high up, look. All right, guys, so we are here. We're at the top of the zip line, and we're about to take a ride. But first things first, we always have to use safety precautions. So we're gonna put the harness on. I'm gonna have a helmet with the GoPro. You guys are gonna get to see firsthand kind of how all this works. And I'm really excited. Let's go. 네. Okay.
팔 먼저 넣을게요.
네. All right, so we've got our harness on. Next we need a helmet, but I think I'm gonna wait for mine with the camera on it, and then we're gonna strap up here, zip all the way down to where the train was. So our first location is kind of where the end of this is, and you guys will get to see all of it from up above, so it'll be really fun. Okay. 네. Okay. All right, guys, so my helmet is a little bit too big, but we're gonna make it work. All right, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this is how Tinkerbell does things, but this is how we're gonna do it today. So I'm gonna try to fly like Tinkerbell. I'm gonna have to hold my helmet for a lot of it, guys, just because the helmet's a little bit too big, but I'm very excited.
출발하겠습니다. 3, 2, 1, 출발.
Oh my gosh! This is amazing! I'm flying like Tinkerbell! I feel like a bird. Woo! Oh my god, that was so fun! 아, 재밌었어.
앞에 검은 색깔 잡고 일어나세요.
네. 아, 됐어요. Finished. That was so fun. So now, you guys, we have one more thing to do. We have to find Kocnuni. Oh, buddy, thank you so much for the adventure today. What a way to end the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. That was so much fun. It was really easy, it was really fast, it was really beautiful, and I really enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for all the adventures, and yeah, you guys, there should be in the comment section, they will be selecting the 3 winners. Thank you guys so much for participating and for tuning in. Even though it was out of our usual routine, I really, really appreciate your guys' participation, and yeah, make sure you guys are following the directions to collect that Amazon gift card. And for the last quiz, we've got one more thing. What kind of bird is Kocnuni? All right, I'll give you guys a couple seconds to figure that out. What kind of bird is Kocnuni? Drop your answer in the comments. We're going to be selecting some winners at the end of the live, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me also what your favorite part of today's show was. Obviously, my favorite part was the zip line. It was so much fun. And then finding Kocnuni, the love of my life. So without further ado, you guys, hopefully we've announced the winners already, and we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.